guys, welcome back to another episode of Talking Through the Movies. I'm your host, Chris Fagan. Let me make sure I'm on center right here. And we're going to discuss the latest news in movies and give our reviews on the movie that we just got out of the theater watching. I'm your host, Chris Fagan, and joining me, as always, is my wife, Joy. And my lighting is like real bad. I think my camera's like a, I don't know, something's wrong with it, but your lighting is amazing. But that's the light of my life. I guess that's just standard, right? So, guys, we just got through watching a couple of movies. I'm going to start right off the bat with it. We just got through watching Scream 7. It was like a last minute kind of a call. We went for it, and I said, let's just go off and watch it and see if I can get this full screen right here or not. I don't know what's going on with it, but we saw Scream 7. I was warning Joy about the reviews, but I said, oh, you liked it, but you love the Scream franchise though, overall, right?
Yeah.
Overall, so let's just get right into it real quick. Okay, so right now, the Rotten Tomato reviews, it went down from 33% down to 31%. I don't know if that's the lowest score that they've ever had, but we'll look into that in a second. But what did you think about the movie overall?
I mean, there's stuff I like. I didn't hate it. You just flat out didn't care for it. I didn't hate it. Mm-hmm. Do I think it's great? Am I like ranking it high? No. But I didn't hate it, and I certainly thought it had some nice stuff in it.
I mean,
there were some jumps. There were some little jump scares in there.
They leaned in on the jumps. I'll give them that. They leaned in on that. Like, when I said a couple times, go back into this channel. I said, what did I call it? What was it? Last year, the year before? I called it. I said the thing that this is one of those situations where I'm like, the thing that I asked for, I got, and I hated it. I don't know if that's ever happened to me before. I said it on this channel. Go back. I said, watch. Is it Paramount that does this? I said they're gonna steal my idea. I could tell by the trailer and the way they were marketing, they're gonna steal my idea. I said on this channel, on all our socials, or T3 Media Studios, on all the socials, I said they're going to use AI. They're going to use, if they're going to bring Stu back, everybody, no, they're not. I said, go back, look, let's play the clip right now. They stole my idea. I'm 100% sure of it, because everything that 90% of what I predicted happened. I said, use AI to bring Stu back, or Billy Loomis. With the last two movies, they had the daughter being haunted by Billy Loomis, and they went spiritual with it. I said, well, if you got AI now, you could do some interesting things with it. You could have the person that's Ghostface using AI to mess with Sidney's head, showing pictures and images of past victims or past Ghostface, and like every person that calls, or every person that gets taken out by Ghostface could be a theme linking to a Ghostface in the past. And it's like Sydney has to fight every Ghostface that she's ever faced till she figures out who the actual person is. Then I said something like, they don't even need a third person or a second person or whatever. It could be one guy again, and just have AI being his partner. While he's doing the physical stuff, the AI is on the phone and things like that. Now, did everything that I predict happen? No, but a lot of it did. And I mean, like I said, we said spoilers and all that. So we didn't say spoilers, but now I'm saying spoilers. So the thing that you, in the car on the way home, you was like, the thing that you liked that I hated.
I'm always good for a bit of nostalgia. So I liked the little end snippet where we got to see the past
Ghostface,
Ghostface,
the brother. What's her name? Roseanne's sister.
Yeah,
Aunt Jackie.
Yeah,
we got Billy Loomis's mom and all that.
We had her brother.
But
we had Dewey.
Another thing that I thought was disappointing was the blatant. They went back to the well of, they tried to. It felt like they were trying to recreate Scream, like beat for beat, which was also the point because they were trying to put Sydney's daughter through the same fire that Sydney went through. But I don't know. I just kept feeling like this is, no offense to the actress or anything. It's just that I did not like the way it was blatantly obvious that this was going to be the replacement for Jenna Ortega and Melissa Barrera's characters. I felt, and it's so ironic because I didn't like Melissa Barrera's character in this Scream 5 or what it's called, just Scream movie. I didn't like her. I thought Jenna Ortega was a better lead or final girl or the main lead girl. But they had Melissa Barrera as the Sydney replacement, and Jenna Ortega was going to take over as the Gale. And then on Scream 6, Melissa's character won me over. I was like, okay, now I see it. And then the political stuff happened, and she backed out, and then Jenna backed out, and I was like, I was excited for them to go back to Sydney, but Sydney was great. I mean, she's always good in these movies. Gail was even great. Everybody else, I just okay. Let's talk about it. The main villain, the final reveal of the villain, made no sense. It would have made way more sense if it was one of the kids. But that's the difference. We said the fact that it was a rando wasn't the problem because they've done that before. Like, who the heck is this guy? But at least that rando, one of the randos, was the same age. We had two millennials or whatever, Gen Z, Generation X or whatever. I mean, Generation X, our age, as the killers. It made no sense. Like, these people had literally no connection with Sydney. At least the last time when they did that, they were at least the same age group and dating one of the people. The next door neighbor, I should have known it was her because she always plays the bad guy in something. Wasn't she a bad guy in Dexter? And she's always playing some crazy or racist or something. She's always the bad guy. And it was just, I was like, it's probably her. But then I was like, if they make it her, it's going to be stupid. And that's exactly what they did. It was so stupid. I don't know. I just didn't like the motive of this Ghostface.
No,
it was the worst motive.
I didn't like the motive. I didn't. Yeah.
They stole my idea. I didn't get any credit. Go back to my old clips. I'm gonna play it right here. They stole my ideas, and then they messed my ideas up. I had a whole different mindset of how AI or filters being used, Ghostface could have worked. It should have been more about the mind games, but the whole I'm not hiding stuff. Is Billy still alive? Kind of, was it not Billy? I mean, is Stu still alive? Thing was done literally to death, and it was. I was already bored with it halfway through the movie. What would have been shocked me is if Sydney would have died. That probably should have happened. If you really wanted to do the pass the torch and make her daughter the new final girl, Sydney probably should have died. Sydney and Gail probably should have died. And then find a way and then pay Jenna Ortega whatever she wants to bring her back for part 8. The twins, though, I enjoyed them. What did you think about any other characters?
I would have preferred for it to have really been Stu.
Yeah.
Not.
We got Ghost Billy.
I know we saw him all the way through, so
I was happy that he was there.
But I mean, I think I would have liked it if we hadn't seen Stu all the way through until the end, and then it would have really been Stu.
I agree. That was the part where I knew it wasn't him, because they went with the whole "I'm not hiding" thing. Well, if you had amnesia,
to me that would have been a nice surprise to just towards the end be like, wait a minute, what? And then it really be him.
Yeah, something like that. How much you want to bet there's some end credit scene or something that we walked out too early on, and it really is Stu. Stu is really alive or something like that. I was thinking that they were going to go that route of Stu's rich family covered it up, paid the corner off, but even though they made fun of it and it was meta within the movie, they were like, that plot makes no sense. Like you said, I still would have preferred it versus the execution of it just being some random orderly getting convinced by some TikTok fangirl, book talk mom, who's willing to sacrifice her own child. That was so.
He reminds me too much of my ex, of his father. Like
they, and it's. I thought that like the last, because I got what they were trying to do, having the Ghostface killer pretend like they're. I'm gonna reveal myself now, and I'm not hiding. I thought that was interesting. If it would have really been Stu, because the last movie, the part 6, the fact that they went from 2 killers to 3 was great, and I was like, that was awesome. I was like, because they finally did something different. 3 killers this time, great. I thought this time they should have at least maybe they had a fall guy, they had 2 killers, they had 2 killers and a fall guy, which technically is 3. But the son should have been the 4th. There should have been a 4th. Killing the son made no sense at all. You reminded me too much, like you said. Like that was the dumbest. Oh my! It was just the motive. Like I said, the everything that destroyed the enjoyment ride for me was the motive of the Ghostface. This Ghostface had the worst motive ever. A fangirl. I mean, every other Ghostface had some kind of a tie, getting into a relationship with them and being a fanboy stalker, and then later on a family member wanting revenge kind of a thing. But a neighbor, the next door.
Yeah.
I mean, a neighbor that knew, and then that one scene where it was like, whoever it is knows the school, the ins and out of the school really well. So I was like, okay, then it's either a cop or a student. It made more sense for it to be one of the students. It was so bad. I would have preferred the black girl. What's her name from Ghostbusters? What's her name? The black girl. I would have preferred it to be her. That would have made more sense. But, oh well. Scream 4 used to be my least favorite. And I'm surprised that I'm guessing because it's Julia Roberts' niece or whatever, or just because people like to give movies a second chance, a second look. It's starting to become, it's rising again in popularity. I think now I enjoy Scream 4 more than Scream 3. Scream 3 was always my least favorite. Then Scream 4 became my least favorite. But now I think I'm switching that order around. And then I started enjoying them all again. And then now I found my new least favorite. It had some okay moments. Half of the core 4 made it great. Mm-hmm. Her going after Gail's title and one of the twins. So Randy's niece and nephew, always a good time. But it was just the motive, which is technically the plot, is where the movie failed. It, to me, destroyed everything. I could totally do without even I can watch every one of the Scream movies over and again and be okay with skipping this one. That's just how I feel about it, but that's just my review of it. Just go, can you don't mark it? Yeah, you could probably see it better than I can. If we can check from this is on Facebook from Covered Geekly. Some of the comments that we're seeing on it were these from people who have seen it. What do we say, right?
I mean, a lot of them seem to like it.
I think, what is that, Michael?
Now, see, some
Michael
people, says, I think the best turnout for this movie would have been Stu revealing himself.
That's the only way. However, what does it say? However,
it's above that. It's not that one.
It's however what?
However,
where?
You're on the wrong comment.
Oh, I think. Where? What are you talking about?
Right there.
Right here.
However, that does not mean Marco was lying about Stu being alive. He may have told the truth and is being set up for a Scream 8 return.
Yeah. Possibly, yeah. Little things like that. I mean, yeah. I have a feeling that we walked out too soon, and I still didn't care. Like,
now that's my thing, too, a comment there. Because I was about to say, why do we always have to have a motive? Why can't there just be... I just felt like I just snapped. I just want to say, which kind of, but remember, Billy Loomis said he himself didn't have like a motive. Peer pressure. It's scarier without one. Yeah. So I was like, why did there even need to be one?
I just felt like doing it. Even Sydney's niece had a kind of understandable moment.
Hell,
That
even
her
just-
being the more famous family member, and she was like, no, with the internet, with social media rising, she's like, no, I want to be the most
I
famous.
mean, even
Prescott.
the neighbor just being like, I just didn't like you.
Yeah.
Like, you're just annoying me or whatever. Would have
PT,
been better than...
HMO mom or PTO, that would have been even funnier. That would have made more sense. I've always hated you. Kind of a thing. The daughter was no, I understood that the daughter was like mad that she wasn't connecting with her mom, but you still saw those stab movies enough to know what your mom went through. Why do you want that? It was bad. I always see Reddit stories where kids are mad or that people get mad when people try to name their children after somebody else who's passed and whatnot. It's like now it's like I never even met that person and I gotta live up to some legend or legacy that for a person I didn't even know. For all we know, Sydney's mom wouldn't have even liked her Tatum if she was still around or what. You don't know, but you got to live up to that name, and they called it out so much in that movie. Even I thought I said, wait, which girl was named that? That girl? I would have never named my child after a friend of mine like that. That went through that, and especially it made no sense.
It says, loved it. To be honest, Ghostface has evolved to more of a Michael Myers type slasher, in my opinion, and I love it.
All the Ghostface are wearing bulletproof vests now.
Yes, it was good. Would have been better if Stu had actually come
been
back
alive.
from the dead.
So that was just the only thing that just kind of made it not enjoyable for me. Either do the AI thing better and make the plot a little bit. The way they did it, the way they executed it made no sense. Like I said, the motive destroyed it. The only thing that could have made it better is just like you said, is if he was really alive, which he probably is. Other than that, Paramount stole my idea and they messed it up. So play the tape. I'm telling you, they stole it, and they know it. I wrote that movie. I want my credit. Let us know what you guys think. All right, moving on. The next thing in the news, let's see if I can find it real quick. Still trying to get used to the what I'm doing with all the I don't have everything all set up, so I'll figure it out. Oh yeah, I was hoping that they were gonna play the Scary Movie 6 trailer because I hadn't seen it yet, and I was so happy that they did. We got to see the Scary Movie 6 trailer.
Honestly, that was pretty damn funny.
Yeah, that trailer it
God.
felt just like the 90s. Felt like the first one again.
Why are we only going half gay?
Yeah. Oh yeah. When that door opened, I was like, oh no, we're going all the way. We are not half stepping here. There's no such thing. Ain't no such thing as halfway crooks. Is that what they say?
We had some MAGA. She's like, yeah, I was.
He's like, yeah, I'm MAGA now. I don't know if me and you
She's
can
like,
be
I'm
friends.
Republican, so I didn't know. And she's like, girl, I
always think white people are racist. Yeah. Like, so I ain't worried about it. Yeah. I thought, here it is. There we go. If I can get the image up a little bit. But yeah. Is the comments not working? Let me see if I can fix this. But yeah, let me zoom in on it, see if I can get some of the can't really play it because we'll get demonetized. But so I enjoyed it. Like at the beginning, see that right there with Annabelle at the that would have freaked you out. You would have had
Megan.
Megan. Yeah, not Annabelle. You would have had none of that. You wouldn't have wanted to see. You wouldn't want any of those problems. Have I got this thing right? I think I do. I thought I got it. Well, yeah,
I mean, you already saw in the trailer, we've got snippets of Sinners.
Yeah. Yeah, the way
come in and party, like we've played some good music.
Mm-hmm. They did it real fun. They did it real funny. I don't know if I got it set up right. I think I messed it up, but it's all good. Let me see if I can fix it later. Maybe that's the better. Yeah, no. But I'm trying to fast forward it, but it's not gonna, because I can't play the trailer really without kind of getting demonetized. So I gotta kind of turn it off. I'm gonna try to. But the girl right there in the subway, she looks kind of. I thought at first that was that same girl from the movie we just saw. One of the courses. I thought that was her. But I guess, and they're in New York. I guess I don't know, but it looks like it's gonna be real good. I'm glad that they got it back, and it looks like they're gonna do a decent job in doing and making this one.
They are going to not afraid to hurt feelings. So if you're sensitive, I can guarantee you.
Let's see what
You have to leave your feelings at home.
I messed up the comments a little bit on this one though, but let's see if I can fix it. But what was some of them that were? If I can center it correctly. Sorry about that, babe. I don't know how it jumped like that, or did I move something? Maybe I moved something, but I'll figure it out. Let's see. I don't know if you can. Can you see it?
Mm-hmm.
You can see it on your end. You can read one if you want. What were some of the comments that were out there?
Anna Faris and Regina Hall as Cindy and Brenda Return of the Queens.
And what happened?
Well, you'd have to scroll down because those are. Love seeing the OG cast together.
Yeah, just a lot of kudos and stuff.
I'm sad. I want this movie to offend me.
She said, "I'm what?
I want this movie
Where is
to
that?
offend
Oh
me."
yeah, right there.
That's what I'm talking about.
Screen 7.
You got to be leave your feelings at home.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I want this movie to offend me. Yeah, there she goes from Scary Movie 2, or is that Scary Movie 1? But yeah. It's gonna be right out of all the horror movies that trailers that we saw, and then when this came on, I was so happy because I was like, at least we got this trailer in, because even the what was it? Even the trailers that we were getting, all the horror trailers, I was like, ooh, like these movies. I'm like, I know Joy's not gonna watch any of these. And then when this one came on, that's the first time you smiled through the whole show. I was like, okay, that's good, yeah. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. Let the shenanigans commence. All right.
The official Terrifier. Oh, look, it's me. Because there was a.
Oh yeah, Terrifier was in it. Oh yeah, he was in it. The official one commented. Yeah. That's funny. That is funny. Other than that, let's see. If you saw the trailer, let us know what you guys thought. Moving on real quick. What else was in the news? Oh, yeah, the whole Paramount deal that's happening. Is it happening? So Paramount? It looks like Paramount is their little, I don't know, Wambulance campaign. Looks like it worked. Netflix backed out, and Paramount's gonna get it, and now people are upset. It's funny how people were upset. We were all more upset about Netflix getting it, and now that Paramount's got it, now people are even more upset. But we have a lot of things happening. So
some major news in the
comment to some of the TikToks that are out there.
Movie world today, because Warner Brothers is officially now being sold to Paramount instead of Netflix, and this might end up being the worst possible outcome. Let me explain. Now, you're probably wondering what on earth happened to Netflix. Weren't they the company buying Warner Brothers? Like, yeah, they literally signed the contracts. Everything was agreed upon. They were going to buy Warner Brothers until a few hours ago, when Warner Brothers came out and said that they are deeming Paramount's newest offer as superior and giving Netflix only 4 days to respond with a better offer. But Netflix is clearly not wanting to play these bidding games anymore, because as soon as this happened, they said, no, we don't want your 4 days to come back with a better offer. We are backing out. We thought we had a great deal in place. We could have really helped Warner Brothers, but hey, you're taking the new deal. We're not going to fight it anymore. We're backing out. The valuation got way too high. We're not paying that price. Now, I'm hoping the GOAT 3C Films is right on his theory, where he thinks Netflix is just calling their bluff and saying like, oh yeah, you really want to go and be owned by Paramount, a company that is literally.
I don't know. I don't know if it's a bluff this time. I don't think so. I think that's it. I think it's gonna happen. I'm hoping that it's a bluff, but it's just so annoying that the way they whine and complain and threaten to get Trump involved and all that stuff, and now it looks like it's gonna work. But it's only because they did come back with an offer that was better, but Netflix wasn't willing to counter. So they were like, it's not worth that much.
see.
So $111 billion. I mean, how much did Marvel pay for? Disney pay for Marvel. How much did Disney pay for? That's more than what they paid for Marvel, Fox, and what's it called? Lucas Films. I mean, come on, that's crazy. I mean, Warner Brothers it's not worth that much, but it is now. It's if you're willing to pay for it, then it's now worth that. So it's crazy. Inflation is ridiculous. What does it say? What's this Hunter say? Paramount doesn't even have the cash for the deal. The Ellison family is upfront with the cash for it. Paramount is actually in the red. So who knows? Maybe in a couple years they'll sell both to Netflix. Probably. Yeah, Netflix will own both Paramount, and that would be funny. That would be funny. Because one of the things that they're going to do is going to have Netflix be absorbed. Not Netflix, I'm sorry. HBO Max is being absorbed by Paramount Plus instead of the other way around, which is dumb. So it's crazy. I don't know. We'll see. Moving on, let's get to the main topic. Like what Kevin Davis is talking about. Sayer Movie 6 will do decent at the domestic box office, and the concern is international audience there. You're right. Not to embrace certain films at the box office. I could see Sinners pulling off the upset win in the Best Picture race against one battle after another. I don't know. I said from the beginning on this channel. Let's move on to that topic. I said it from the beginning. The one scenario that I kind of see happening is Sinners losing everything else because of that smear campaign that's going against them, and then the one major one that they do get would be like Michael B. Jordan getting Best Actor, but then. Timothy Chalamet was it? Started winning all the awards leading up to it, and these are the same actors. Same voters who also vote for the Academy. So that's why it's a predictor of what's going to happen in the Oscars. And it was like Timothy, and it was like, oh, okay, well then that's it, because Ryan really isn't getting any directors and awards or anything. So that's it. And then boom, the SAG is a huge predictor. I think there's a lot of SAG members who are Academy voters. So if they voted for him and then they vote for him again, now, Timothy won a lot of the other smaller awards leading up to it. And those are a lot of Academy voters too. But the SAG, I think now the board is now reset, and I think I feel like there's more of a chance that Sinners maybe subconsciously they were like, yeah, I'm willing to give. I'll play their little smear campaign game and vote for Marty Supreme here, and here. But when we get to the SAG and the big day, maybe I'm thinking there's going to be a surprise. I don't know. From Variety, is Sinners winning Best Picture? Michael B. Jordan victory at the Actors Awards sets the movie up for an Oscar glory.
Because they renamed it.
Renamed what?
The SAG, they're calling it the Actor Awards.
Oh, okay. The actor, and the actor goes to. I don't mind that. I don't think that's too bad.
Since it's Screen Actors Guild.
Yeah, so the actor actor goes to this actor. Okay, there are moments, not very often, at an award ceremony where you feel that the entire DNA of the Oscar season shifts beneath your feet and in the room itself. At the Actor Awards on Sunday, we experienced one of those moments when Jordan and the cast of Warner Brothers' vampire drama Sinners took home Best Actor and the top assembly prize. The room roared. You said you saw that moment.
Mm-hmm.
What was it? That we're not talking. Who was it who gave the?
So Viola Davis gave the Best Actor, and
her
as soon
reaction.
as she opened it, she was like, "Oh!"
She freaked out.
And she was
I didn't
just
see
like,
this.
"Yes."
I didn't see that. But you got to see that live.
And then the same thing. Samuel L. Jackson announced the ensemble, and he was like, "Yes!"
Oh,
as soon
okay.
as he opened it up.
Okay, I didn't. Okay, Samuel Jackson. Okay, maybe I'll go back and watch that clip because I didn't see those at all. But you called me up and told me about it. You was excited about it, and I was like, "Wow, that that
Well, yeah,
that
because I mean,
changes
every time
that changes
you're
the board.
watching and people were have been saying they're not gonna get it.
The smear campaign continues,
And so when they called it, that's why I texted. I was like, he just got best actor, best male actor.
It does to me. Like I said, I think there's more SAG voters that are in the Academy than there are in all the other ones. So I think the SAG is the biggest predictor of it. Timothy won a bunch of the other ones. Marty Supreme won a bunch of the other ones. One battle after another as well. But with SAG, I feel like that means I don't know what's going to happen with people. Prepare to be upset. Like I always say on the show, prepare yourself. Prepare to be upset. Your favorite actor is not getting the award. I'm talking to you. Your favorite actor is not getting the award. Your favorite movie is not getting the award. The other movie's getting it. Which is it? That's a safe thing to kind of say every year. Your favorite actor is not getting the award because somebody's going to be like, yeah, you're right. But I don't know.
I mean, there was a few upset because even the best supporting actress was not the one who had been winning. It was
somebody else?
The lady from Weapons.
Yeah. You told me, yeah. And which I'm happy for. I'm glad.
Yeah,
I'm glad that she got that. I
gotta
watch that.
Doing this a long ass time. That's what she said.
Yeah. I don't know if they got the picture up here, but yeah, everything got reset. So it's cool. I'm glad that we go back and we see that.
It says in the Center's Corner, no film with ACE, SAG, and WGA wins has ever lost Best Picture.
So thanks to SAG, there might be another prediction that might be coming true. So hopefully they were just playing a little. Oh yeah, okay. We'll bash Sinners and give it to Marty Supreme. I think they were playing. They were bluffing. They were like, we'll give them the little awards.
I'll say, but this article feels like.
But now, but I'm saying that. But now with SAG and what is that, ACE?
Oh no, but this article is pitting not Marty Supreme in the running.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
They're pitting Sinners and one battle after
another against each other. Yeah, but that's my point. But when after Ryan Coogler was announced that he got that deal, Variety and all these other powers that be people were bashing the movies purposely and pretty much sending a signal out to bash it and make it not win awards because we don't want Ryan Coogler to be one of those type of directors. So the smear campaign was obvious, but it feels like now. I gotta be fair. We haven't seen Marty Supreme. Maybe we'd like it. Timothy is a good actor. But I trust the actor. I mean, the reviewers that said they did not like it. It's rare that I disagree with them. So when I watch it, maybe I'll disagree and say no, that it does deserve to beat Sinners, or it does. I just doubt it because we saw one battle after another. We saw Sinners. So take this with a grain of salt because we still haven't seen Marty Supreme. But if I was a betting man based on those two movies, I think it's between those two movies. But again, I haven't seen the third one. So either way it goes, everybody says that the top three is One Battle After Another, Sinners, and Marty Supreme. But we haven't seen Marty Supreme. So take that with a grain of salt. And just let us know what you guys think on that topic. Okay. But I think it's a big indicator that it's going to happen. Now, real quick before we go, a little bit of fun here. This is something I came upon. Let me fix this. It's something I came upon, and wow, how did this shift like this? I had this all fixed, and I do not know how it shifted around, but it did. Or maybe I did something weird. I don't know. Let's see if I did something weird. Let me try to do it again one more time. Is it me? Am I the drama? Let me try one more time. No. I used that? Yeah. Oh well. All right, let me just fix it real quick because otherwise it's just gonna bug me. I gotta have the visual because I don't want to be in the editing room trying to work on this stuff all damn day. So something shifted. Oh, because I got the TV. Oh, okay. I remember. Okay. Turning the TV on behind this is what it shifts stuff. So anyway, I'm an idiot. Sorry. I should have had everything on when I was setting up because now everything shifted to the right a little bit. This guy, I forgot his name already. Oh, Treehouse Detective. This guy's kind of good. I like it. Okay, so this is his video on TikTok where he says the power that Jim Carrey had in Liar Liar. He thinks is the best superpower in a movie, and here's why. Uh-oh. Let me see if I can. Where's the volume at? There we
90s
go.
Jim Carrey movie Liar Liar, and here's why. The best superpower you could have is the inability to lie from the 90s Jim Carrey movie Liar Liar, and here's why. Liar Liar is a movie from the 90s where Jim Carrey plays a high-powered lawyer who's very good at his job because he's very good at lying. The issue is that he lies about everything in his life, which frequently disappoints his estranged wife that he's separated from and his son, who he's constantly breaking his promises to, which was, for some reason, the plot to every single family movie in the 90s. But on his birthday, his son wishes that his dad can't lie anymore, and it comes true. And the movie's a zany comedy where the entire plot is, what if a man who gets by in life by lying can't lie anymore? But how is this a superpower, let alone the best one? Well, throughout the film, we get a few ideas of the rules of how this inability to lie works. Basically, anytime he tries to say a lie out loud, his body physically won't allow him to do it and forces him to tell the truth. And then towards the end of the movie, this exchange occurs.
Your Honor, would the court be willing to grant me a short bathroom break?
Can it wait?
Yes, it can. But I've heard that if you hold it, you can damage the prostate gland, making it very difficult to get an erection or even become aroused.
Is that true?
It has to be.
Which implies that he can only tell the truth about everything, even if he doesn't personally know the information. And just think of the implications of that. You would effectively have universal knowledge of all things. If you wanted to find out if God existed, just try to say it out loud. If you
Yeah. So and that's the point
wanted to find out
that I got to
if
right there.
you're-
I was like, that makes sense. That's
want
kind
to
of
know.
that is kind of fascinating. He
So this
goes,
is a-
let me see if I can
come back to
find a
thinking.
good pausing spot. So and that was the part I was like, technically, yeah, that's true. So it's like he's saying that in the movie, I'm assuming that he's like that whole thing about aroused and erections and stuff. Maybe he could have heard that on TV, or it could have been when passing by or something. He didn't know 100% that it was the truth, but because he was able to say it out loud and he was under that curse, it had to be true because he was still cursed with the truth. So imagine if you say, do aliens, if go to him and say, do extraterrestrials really exist? And if he can say out loud, yes, they do, that must mean it must be true. Because if his body then rejected it, then like, okay, then we're based on that scene alone. Do you think that's true?
In that world, I guess, because
I mean, based on the curse and the fact that
honestly, he can't lie.
he can't
which
lie.
means
But even if he doesn't know the fact, if he's able, do you think he's that Treehouse Detective is correct when he assumed the assumption is whether he knows it to be true or if he learned it or not, if he's physically able to say it out loud under that curse, it must be a fact.
right, but I don't think that it's giving him some sort of endless knowledge.
Well, no, I'm sorry, but I paused it because that's what he also said too. He says that, no, I'm not saying that he, under this curse, has tapped into universal knowledge because that would drive him insane. If he knew everything in the universe, it would drive him insane. But if you asked him an unknown, something that he never learned, and then challenged him, I guess, to say it out loud, if he's not able to say it out loud, then it's like you can use him as a tool. Like imagine if the government had him under this power.
I mean, I feel like it's more likely that he
would have to know the thing first,
read it somewhere
right?
in a doctor's office and just doesn't remember reading it or whatever, versus the ability to
Tap into
truly
universal,
not know something and simply be able to tell the truth and say, I don't know.
right?
That is the truth. I don't have the answer to
I
that.
don't know. But the other example that he was about to give, does God exist? Let's say that character didn't believe in God, or if he does believe in God, but he whether he did or does not believe in God, He believes in this curse, and he's proven that that curse in that movie exists. So all he would have to try to say is out loud, God does exist or God does not exist. One of those things is going to cause the reaction. So that would, based on these movie rules, based on what this guy thinks, would prove one of the other based on the curse. I mean, you don't think that that's what's happening, or do you like? I'm sorry. I agree. I agree with him. I think that no, Jim Carrey's character does not have universal knowledge, but he would not be able to say just anything unless it is a fact. The only other thing that kind of destroys that theory, though, is the whole scene of the pen is blue. He knows that the pen is blue. He's not colorblind, I'm assuming. He sees a blue pen. We see a blue pen. But that blue pen isn't blue to everything. People who can't see colors the way other people. So technically, that pen is something else to somebody else, technically. If that makes sense. I don't know. I don't know now. I don't know. He kind of had me convinced. I feel like if he was to say out loud something that he just doesn't have proof of or not at all. He wasn't there with Epstein. He didn't see any of that stuff happen, that character. But if he was able to say, yes, Jeffrey Epstein or Donald Trump or whatever did I feel like if he was able to physically say it out loud with that curse onto him, I think that would mean that thing is a true thing, whether he knew it or not. I don't know. You disagree. So I don't know. I feel like this guy's on to something. I think he's right. But you think this is crazy. You think we're just talking crazy. This is crazy. This makes no sense to you, huh? I don't know. I think anybody else in here agreeing with any of this nonsense that we're talking? Is there anybody in the comment section who agrees? Or are we all crazy?
The curse does not grant him
omnipotence. But that's not what he's saying. He's not saying he's omnipotent.
He's still able to tell untruths so long as he believes them to be true.
That's not true.
We see an example of this when he tells his ex-wife that he will meet them before their flight to show that he can be trusted. When he says this, he honestly believes he will be there. But he ends up getting held in contempt of court, and he misses the agreed time.
But that's a different thing. He was going to be on time. But he didn't.
Right. He believed himself when he said it.
He
wasn't trying to lie.
But that's implying that the curse can predict the future. It doesn't. That's not what he's saying. He's not saying that the curse can predict the future.
Saying when he said that,
at the time he said it, it was a truth.
A lie. Above, it's up above. Mm-hmm. Well, he said, I heard.
That's exactly.
It would be a lie if he had read it or made it up. The medical information could be untrue doesn't change whether or not he heard that statement somewhere.
But
so he's not lying.
So what this commenter said, is focusing on I heard, and I thought about that too. And that's the only part of his theory that kind of falls apart, because he didn't lie about the fact that he heard it, and that was the whole sentence technically. But I heard that if he says, is that true? The question is that true? Here's the full answer. Yes, it's true that I heard that. So that's kind of what does throw the theory apart. I choose to believe that he can tap into universal truth, whether he knows it or not. Let us know what you guys think. I thought this was a fascinating little movie argument that'll be argued in bars for the next 30 years. And let's let the writer of the movie, or Jim Carrey himself, give us the answer. But I think the Treehouse Detective is on something. Let us know what you guys think. All right, guys, that's it. That's the show. I wanted to be a little bit quicker, but we kind of ran over a little bit on my Scream rant. Once again, thank you to you guys who are watching live this episode of Talking Through the Movies. Things are going to keep changing. I'm still trying. I'm slowly but surely making the graphics. All these graphics that you're seeing right now are going to be different probably by next week, but I'm still working on some things. Hopefully, I'll have everything set up for the new thing that's probably going to be happening tomorrow. We'll see, but it won't be talking to the medias. But for those updates, stay tuned. Go to t3mediastudios.com or on our ads if you want to find out. Babe, if they want to reach out to you, where can they do so?
My
so
TikTok
pretty.
is Viola Fagan, and my Instagram is Scrub Hats and More by Joy.
And until next time, guys, have a good one.